It's more positive. We need to positively engage with Palestinians. We need to send things to the Palestinians. We need to link up with Palestinian organizations. As you know, in 1980, so 34 years ago, I twinned my city of Dundee with the Palestinian city of Nablus and flew the Palestinian flag, and it's still flying there 34 years later. And everyone can do that. Everyone can do it. Try to get your council to do it, and if your council won't do it, get your church to do it, get your trade union to do it, your community organisation to do it. Send them things that they don't have, even if it's just letters and cards for the children, so that they know that little children and mothers in the north of Ireland are thinking of them and caring about them. That's the kind of solidarity that we need to see. I'm beginning to run out of voice, so let me take just two right at the very back of the hall. Yes, with glasses. Go ahead.
A few minutes ago, you said that Yasser Arafat was a dear friend of yours.
Indeed.
Was Saddam Hussein also a dear friend?
No. That's that question. I only met Saddam Hussein twice in my life. Once for 2 or 3 minutes with a large group of others, and once in August of 2002 to persuade him, successfully as it happened, to allow the United Nations arms inspectors back into Iraq. And a fat lot of good it did. They were determined to destroy Iraq, even though there were no weapons of mass destruction. They knew there to be no weapons of mass destruction. They weren't ready to allow the inspectors to go back. They pulled them out in order that they could destroy Iraq. And there's somebody else. I mean, do you not watch YouTube? Did you not see me destroy the United States Senate on this very point? These mugs just keep on presenting themselves. I met Saddam Hussein exactly the same number of times as Donald Rumsfeld met him. The difference was, Rumsfeld met him to sell him guns and gas and give him maps the better to target them with. I met him to try and stop death and destruction in Iraq. I think that was a better use of the that I had with him. Who's going to get the last? There's still 2 or 3. Okay, I'll take you, sir. Yeah, yes.
Thanks. Do you support breaking up Syria and Iraq to give the Kurdish people all this country?
Well, the Kurdish people are the largest unresolved national question in the world. They were cheated at the end of the First World War of what ought to have been theirs, the right to a Kurdish state. Now they are scattered in several other states. And they're used and abused by imperialism. They're picked up and put back on the shelf according to whether the imperialists find their cause useful or not. This was perfectly crystallized in the, I'm not making this up, the famous words in 1992 of no less than Jeffrey Archer, who, when asked if he supported the Kurdish cause in Iraq, but yet opposed it in Turkey, he said, well, you see, there's good Kurds and there's bad Kurds. The good Kurds are fighting Saddam Hussein, the bad ones are fighting for their rights in Turkey. I take a simple, single, moral and political stand. The Kurdish people have the right of self-determination and have a right to a state of their own. That's a very clear and simple answer. I think I'm going to have to wrap. I'm still waiting for guidance. Yes, the young man in the beard. Yes, you, sir, yes.
You met Christopher Hitchens several times. Aside from your disagreement, what's your plan?
I only met Christopher Hitchens once in my life, and that was on stage at the Baruch College in New York, the Grapple in the Apple. If you can bear watching it on YouTube, as tens of millions of people had, it was quite a good debate. I said to him, and I meant it, that he used to write like an angel, but he was now in the service of the devil, and that he was a phenomenon unique in natural science, a butterfly metamorphosing back into a slug.